On today's live daily news, protesters met Governor Greg Abbott in San Angelo today. We'll tell you why. Believe it or not, feral hogs might not be as bad as you think, and a local woman is jailed for animal abuse. I'm Matt Cotrier, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in just a few minutes, but first, you need a new improved driveway? How's your parking lot? What about your ranch road? Now's the time to get it repaved. San Angelo-based Mac Asphalt and Paving is ready to get to work for you right now. Go to macasphaltpaving.com and request a free, no-obligation quote. They're offering heavily discounted pre-paving and paving packages right now. If you've been thinking about paving your driveway, parking lot, or ranch road, get a quick turnaround quote. While you can save a whole lot, do so by going to macasphaltpaving.com. Texas Governor Greg Abbott was met by protesters in downtown San Angelo Friday morning. Abbott was in town to support the woman challenging Drew Darby for his District 72 House seat. There were almost as many protesters outside of the restaurant supporting Darby as there were inside supporting his opponent, Governor Abbott. He is supporting Darby's opponent because of Darby's votes against school choice vouchers. You can read more about that story on sanangelolive.com. That's where all the good news is on San Angelo Live, and don't forget to download our mobile app. It's now available on the Apple App Store. All iPhone users can have all the latest news stories delivered directly to their devices. The Android app will be available soon, so stay tuned for that and keep checking the Google Play Store. That's all new San Angelo Live mobile app. Don't forget to get that, guys, because we don't want to have to rely on other platforms. And if you have that app, you can get our news. And feral hogs might not be as bad for the environment as you might think. A new study, research done in Denmark, says in a journal of science that feral hogs don't have stronger or more negative effects on plant abundance and diversity as native mammals do. Confused? Yeah, so are we. Read more a little on sanangelolive.com, and you can find out more about that one as well. The Tom Green County Sheriff's Office has teamed up with the Texas Department of Transportation over the last few months to curb serious crashes across the state. According to the Sheriff's Office, the concentrated efforts of the programs resulted in a notable reduction in major vehicle crashes. The areas experienced a decline from 3 major crashes in October to 0 in December. It's a long and detailed article, but it's worth a read on sanangelolive.com. And a San Angelo woman was jailed Thursday on several charges related to animal abuse. According to the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office, a San Angelo City Marshal arrested 52-year-old Melody Ramirez for failure to quarantine, failure to spay and neuter, failure to microchip, and failure to vaccinate her pets. She was booked into jail and is being held on $6,000 bond. Rain chances return to the Concho Valley tonight with a 40% chance of showers, mainly after 3 a.m. It'll be warm with a low of 50 degrees Friday night and a high of 70 Saturday afternoon. What a beautiful day. Seems like spring is here early. The groundhog was right. There is also a 40% chance of rain Saturday, mainly in the eastern county. The rain chances increase to 80% chance for Saturday night. It'll be cooler on Sunday as the rain moves out of the area with a high of 55 degrees. And yes, you'll eventually read these stories on other local news sites, but you'll read them here first. Stay with us. We'll have a cover one and then an interview, but first, here's a word from the Bass Bunch.
We have some breaking news to report from Jim Bass Ford. According to our sources at Jim Bass, you can get 1.9% financing for 72 months on 2023 Ford F-150s. We are told that this offer is good through April 2nd, so hurry to Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com. Thank you for watching, and we now return you to our regular programming.
We are recording. 3, 2. All right, everybody, how are you doing? This is James Bellini with Cover 1. We are here talking basketball. Of course, the girls have wrapped up their seasons. We might have a couple playoff see where you're at, play into the playoff games, but it's all boys right now. We got a couple games left before we get into it. Ryan Chadwick, how we doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm ready for the playoffs, and the girls are here. We got a couple of district champions in the Concho Valley, specifically right around the San Angelo area and in San Angelo this season. So definitely looking forward to next Tuesday when all the ladies kick off the by-district rounds. But before that, we're not done with the boys' regular season. We got some great matchups tonight that will have several district implications, including my Central Bobcats. So I'm ready for it.
Well, talk about it, man. Let's talk about. Let's just go right into it. Let's talk about Central and Friendship.
Okay, yeah. So the Central Bobcats host the Friendship Tigers tonight for one of those Titanic matchups that are going to have playoff seeding implications in the next week or so. Central lost to Friendship when they traveled to Lubbock last time around, but like the Central girls have already proven this year, Friendship's good at basketball, but at home, the Lady Cats were better. So, let's hope that we see a similar result from the Bobcats tonight. This Bobcats team is incredibly talented. They're still pretty young. They got players, they got shooters, they got scorers. Their only problem is that they tend to turn over the ball a little too much. So I say Friendship is first place in the Little Southwest Conference so far this year. But hey, you never know what can happen. Take care of the basketball and knock down some shots and go get yourself a win. Now, this game is going to be at 7:30 tonight at Central High School. And while Central can't tie first place or anything if they beat Friendship tonight, they are currently tied for second with Odessa Permian, and a win would go a long way into securing a higher playoff seed for the playoffs.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's keep on moving, man. Let's talk about Cristobal, Reagan County real quick. This is another game that has some district championship type deals. Reagan County is number 4 in the state. They are going deep in the playoffs. Everybody knew that. They are extremely, extremely good. Cristobal, they need a win here. They need to come together. They have dropped the past 2 games. They lost to Sonora, and then they lost on Tuesday to Sterling City. And regardless what, everybody can say, oh, the refs or this, that, but at the end of the day, you got to play with that stuff, and Cristobal just didn't play well. So they need to regroup, and they need to come into this one ready to play.
I got a question for you, James.
Yes, sir.
We know how good Reagan County is with Kason Brown and everyone who's just going off over there. But with this young Cougar squad, do they legitimately have a shot, or are they just too young this year?
I mean, they absolutely are young this year. I think they have 1 senior and 4 sophomores. But I think the first game was only a 10-point game, or it was close. I don't think it might have been a 16-point. It was in that area. And I definitely think watching this Cristobal team that they have the potential to be just as good, if not better, than they were last year. Because last year they had Jaron Brown and Salinas out there. This year, that youth has shown a little bit. They have had games where it kind of gets started slow and then they pick it up later. So and Lowry's going to have his guys ready to go. I'm not doubting his ability to coach. He's done a fantastic job. And this team is young, so over the next couple years they're going to be really good. But this year, they really have to almost play, just a perfect game to overcome Reagan County. And that's my honest opinion of it. Let's talk about Player of the Week. Shall we take this one?
All right, so just like in football and like we did last week, we try our best to go ahead and pick out a couple players, one player that really just went off the week before or personifies their program. Just try to give recognition to some of the individual athletes on these teams. And, of course, this year we actually have a sponsor for this. Our Player of the Week is sponsored by Carpet Tech, and we just want to let you know that Carpet Tech is a proud sponsor of Cover One Athletics, and this year brings you the Cover One Player of the Week. Carpet Tech is our local go-to carpet cleaner. Remember, if your home is in a wreck, call Carpet Tech at 325-999-5142. let's get into this.
All right. Yeah, go right into it, man. Who is we have a co-player of the week this week, right?
We're sharing it this week because we achieved there was two pretty huge milestones that were crossed over the last Tuesday's games, and that is Central Lady Cats Nevaeh Harn and Cristobal Cougars Hallie Hughes. They both scored their thousandth point in their respective teams' uniforms, and James, I can tell you right now that's hard to do. That's a lot of points. You got to be a starter, from pretty much day one. I don't know, man. Like, what do you see from Hallie Hughes? She's not even a senior yet. She's a junior.
Yeah, she's a junior. I was talking to Coach Blaylock about it, and he said she actually came into that game with 999. All she needed was 1 point, and she ended up having 14. So she broke it and then some. She's a shooter. I mean, she's just one of the players out there who, is just depended on, and you can tell that she's that leader out there, and I'm extremely happy for her. I think Full Metal, man. That's her nickname, right? Full Metal. I'm happy for her, and she's going to be instrumental in this playoff run. I think they can go pretty deep. I think they can
threaten the state tournament.
Why not, man? Why not? Newhome kind of graduated a few, I thought, and I'm excited for him. And Blaylock's a first-year head coach, and last year they had a first-year head coach. So it doesn't matter who's coaching. She's just always on. Congratulations, Hallie. That's awesome. But realize you got more work to do.
Right. And on the other side of that, we have the Central Lady Cats, Nevaeh Harn. Harn has been playing on the basketball team since she was a freshman. And I was talking to Coach Jeter there at Central last year, and I talked to him last week, and he's always just kind of referred to her as a bucket, like no matter what, like she's really good with the ball driving down into the lane, and no matter what, when the Lady Cats need a score, she could get that bucket. So she crossed that 1,000-point mark and did it at the 6A level, and of course, like anyone who can do it at any level, that's impressive. But to me, especially being from Central, like I'm proud of her. I know the community's proud of her, and she helped Central, achieve something that they haven't achieved in the last 21 years. They are district champions, co-district champions with the Friendship Lady Tigers, and they actually won their coin flip with Friendship, so they are the number one seed headed into the playoffs, and they're gonna go out and play El Paso Franklin and Andrews next Tuesday. That game is at Andrews High School at 4:30. So if you're not busy, go out there and support our Lady Cats.
All right, man. All right, we've talked about Central. We've talked about Cristobal. Let's go down the list. Lakeview Chiefs, Levelland Lobos. As Matt would say, the land. He's a fan. Matt Trammell, everybody remembers him.
Yeah, he's from there. So, he would definitely be picking Levelland in this matchup.
Exactly.
Lakeview came off or beat Big Spring last Friday.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, didn't quite play up to snuff on Tuesday. Lost that one, but they still have a chance to win a couple more games. I know that they're at Levelland and then at Snyder, and I've talked to Coach Blisky, and he basically was like if we don't beat ourselves, we can compete with anyone. That's never been more true than this year. They've lost several games by 10 points or less, 5 points or less, and so they're in these. So I'd like to see them snag a win on the road. But James, Levelland is pretty good this year, so it's going to be tough for the Chiefs, but let's see what they got.
Not impossible. Nothing's impossible. I mean,
yeah.
Hey.
Next, we got the TLCA San Angelo Eagles hosting the Merkle Badgers. This is another district matchup. TLCA needs to win this one to keep pace with Wall. Wall's got a tough matchup for them, but we'll get to them in a second. TLCA and Merkle. Merkle is struggling a little bit this year. They're in 5th place in district, but they play tough defense. And if you smother TLCA and they start missing shots, Coahoma already proved that they're beatable this year, so watch out, TLCA, but just go out and take care of business.
Yep. Actually, let's just talk about Wall real fast. Let's talk about these two 3A teams since they're, or these two 3A groups since they're, right there with each other. Wall's heading up to Jim Ned, which is going to be a tough game for them. They played already here in Wall. Jim Ned, of course, is right up there with them.
Third place, yeah.
Yep, right up there, third place. Wall needs this one. I saw we went to Logan Thomas's signing yesterday, and one of Wall's players actually in a sling. I think he had a torn labrum. Did you see that?
Who was it?
Brylan White.
Brylan White hurt himself?
Yep.
Dude.
I was like, dude, you couldn't just go a
He's
couple
a
more
big body,
games?
and
You couldn't just go a couple more games
for sure. Yeah.
No, I hope he's doing all right. Coach Watt, of course, knows I'm joking. Moving on, Miles is playing Bangs. Miles, of course, Coach Butts up there always has them playing well. Everything has started, falling in place for them. They did a good job beating winners, but that sickness had just the sickness that's sweeping the area had kind of rolled through there, and you can kind of tell some of them were a little had a hard time getting over that. But
all right, and the next on the list we got Sterling City hosting the Sonora Broncos. Sterling City proved that they can play ball when they kind of put down Cristobal on Tuesday, but Sonora, on the other hand, like they are on the cusp of like turning into something really, really good. Like they've lost several games. What did you say, James, earlier? Like 6 points or less?
No. It was. I think they've, as far as district goes, I think it's been 4 games by 5 points or 5 games
like
by
5 total points.
5 total points. Not like a 5-point difference. They've lost like 4 games by 1 point and then 1 game by 2 points.
So they got the Central Bobcats football disease this year.
Exactly.
Where you lose a bunch of one-score games.
Which this is a completely different, from last year. They've been in these games. They beat Cristobal. Then they beat Cristobal on Friday, and then I think they lost to El Dorado. Now they get Sterling City. Sterling City comes in this game, and is lackadaisical about things. They could very easily drop this one. Sonora's proven that they can play with anybody, and it's just going to be a good one. I'm excited for it. Ty Turner there. Ty and Seth Turner in the Cristobal game had like 36 points between them, and so if they're on, this should be a really, really good one. I'm excited for it.
Yep. All right, moving on. We got some 1A action. We got Erie County hosting Blackwell and Robert Lee hosting Very Best. The home teams are going to win both of these. It's just a bit of a mismatch there. Robert Lee and Erie County are the 2 top teams in this district, and they're just gearing up for the playoffs. And then finally down there, James, finish us out.
Yeah, Bront versus Garden City. Garden City. I watched Garden City play Erie County, and I think it was a pretty tight game. Garden City can bang them threes in from just about anywhere. So this should be. I think Garden City's going to win. They're pretty good. So that's what I believe.
But yeah, Bront, go prove James Bellini wrong.
Yeah, that worked out for
last
you.
Week.
That worked out for
last
you.
week. I said Cristobal was going to win, and that did not happen. Sonora took it to him.
You gonna apologize to the Sonora bunch?
Hey, you know what? I'm a fan of the Sonora Broncos basketball team now. You
gotta eat crow though, dude.
Y'all made me eat my words, and I was like, okay. Go get yourself another one against Sterling City.
That is one thing that we will do. Is if we were wrong, I will gladly eat crow, man. I don't have a problem doing it. But what else, man? Anything else before we?
I just want to reiterate how important this district matchup is tonight for the Central Bobcats and Friendship Tigers. The Bobcats need to win this one because if they do, Friendship drops a game, and now it becomes even harder for Permian to keep pace because now Permian has to beat Friendship to even tie Central at that point to close out this season. There's 2 games left in the regular season, and let's just playoff seedings matter. It's the difference between playing a 1 and 2 seed or a 3 and 4 seed, and I know that Central had when they've made it to the playoffs in several different sports, they've been playing as the 4 seed more often than not, and that's just such an uphill battle if you're trying to set up a deep playoff run. And I know the Bobcats don't mind being that underdog, but I wouldn't mind being favored every now and again, So I just want to see guys like Squeak, Colin Albright, Trey Allen, their freshman out there, Tomasz Taylor, Hayden Schmidt, that's usually their starting 5. I want to see them go and just ball out, hang 100 on them, But yeah, that's my homer spiel today.
All right, moving on, man. Let's there's I don't know if everybody's been keeping up, but there is if you have anything you want to say to us or to me, go ahead and reach out. James at HydeInteractive.com, or you can call me at 325-234-9591. That is my personal cell phone number. Go ahead and talk to me. If that's that was kind of from me, but anyway, Ryan.
I'm just ready for basketball.
Absolutely. All right.
And actually, like I might as well just say it because like this is a big weekend for San Angelo sports in general. Big weekend for ASU too. Baseball and softball open up home games. ASU basketball plays 2 more home games on Saturday, and then plus we got all these Cover 1 games on Friday. Man, I am busy and gonna get busier with the playoffs next Tuesday. So. Like if y'all don't have any plans, there's plenty of local athletes that San Angelo can go out and support this weekend. So go check out the national champion ASU baseball team. The softball team is brand new this year. They got a bunch of new players in, and they just went 5-1 last weekend, so they're exciting to watch. Both the boys and girls basketball teams are fighting for appearances in the postseason right now, with the girls beating LCU last night. So, like I said, if you don't got plans, go watch the sporting event.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, speaking of local athletes, we have 2. We got into a couple signings these past couple days, right?
Yep, we
Logan
did.
Thomas from Wall, congratulations. You signed with ASU, going to play linebacker, defensive end.
And Lane Honey, quarterback of the TLCA Eagles. Best football team in San Angelo last year. Yep. He signed with
Hardin Simmons.
To go play.
So congratulations to both of those guys, man. We are happy for both of you. I hope you keep playing and keep doing what you love doing. So yeah, this has been Cover 1. Ryan, you got anything else?
Hey, and that's why we do it, right? Like we do it for the guys and girls who play sports, right? Like for our local athletes. So, yeah, congratulations to both of those young men. And I know that we have a couple of young women signing in the next couple of weeks. So, coaches out there, if you have signings, give us a call. We'll do our absolute best to be there.
And hey, my phone number's right there on the screen, so there's no excuse for not contacting us. All right, this has been Cover 1. We'll see you guys later.
This month only, mix and match cleaning and disinfecting services and save big with Carpetech. For example, get your carpet clean, save 10%. Get your carpet and tile clean, save 15%. Or get your carpet and tile and air ducts clean, save 20%. Call Carpetech today, 325-735-5142.
If your home is in a wreck, call Carpetech, yeah.
Talking about being a conservative is easy, especially come election time, but delivering actual conservative results is very different. As your state representative, I'm proud to have passed the strongest state-led border security bill in the nation, the largest property tax cut in Texas history, and more school safety funding to protect our children. These aren't campaign talking points. They're real conservative results, delivered. I'm Drew Darby, and I'm asking for your vote to keep up this important work.
And welcome back to the show. I am delighted today to have Leah Neely here with New Horizons with me today. Leah, This is your first time. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And you're with the foster system.
Yes, I'm with New Horizons, a child placing agency, and we license foster homes in and around San Angelo and up into the Abilene area. And we're trying to travel out west to get some more foster homes in the area because there is a lot of kiddos being removed from the El Paso region, between El Paso and our region.
Okay.
And so we're trying to kind of spread out a little bit more west in that area.
So you need foster homes.
Yes, we do, because a lot of our kiddos, once a child is removed from the foster home, they will send a referral out to all the child placing agencies, and a lot of us don't have vacancies right now. We have no open beds.
Okay.
And so they will put the child into a more a bigger city, a more populated city, so like San Antonio, Houston, or Dallas, and then it makes it harder for the child to maintain that connection with their community.
Right, right. So, and this is an ongoing need, and it's a crucial need to be able to keep those kids closer to family and friends.
Yes, we try to, once the child is removed, we try to have the child's life normal as possible. And so we just don't want to create a lot of disturbance in their life. So if they're in their own community, they're able to still attend their church, their school, see friends, and other extended family members that are safe.
Okay. As far as foster homes go, foster families, what are the qualifications?
There is a handful of qualifications, but I always say just start off writing down questions, call us, and we will talk you through the process. And it just, first step is calling us and filling out the application. Okay.
And the New Horizons obviously is, you work with these folks, 24/7, and if they're Again, you just said if they have any questions, that you'll walk them through that.
Yes, if you have any questions, we'll walk you through it. The verification process to become licensed, it is a very lengthy process, but we are there with you hands-on. And you will receive that same support once you are licensed. You'll have a case manager assigned to you, and they are 24/7 on-call support for you.
Okay. And you actually go to the prospective homes.
Yes, once you start the process, we'll start coming into your home. We'll do the application with you. We'll do your interviews. We'll do training with you. We will do fill out all the paperwork we need to fill out with you in the home, just so we get a better feel of y'all's home unit and how your home system works and what kid best fits for your home.
Okay. And what are the ranges, age ranges of these kids that need foster
The
homes?
kids right now that are in need for foster homes are more of like middle school age kids to, of course, more high school age. They are harder placed kiddos to place.
Okay.
A lot of people it's a myth. A lot of people are afraid of it. They're scared because they're teenagers, yes.
Yeah.
But I will say that majority of the time they are kind of our most easiest kids because you don't have to take them to the bathroom. You don't have to bathe them. You don't have to do any of the baby hands-on baby stuff.
Right.
So yes.
And they're looking for stability.
Yes. These kids are needing the structure, the family unit home, and just have an example of what a family life is. Because a lot of these kids come from hard places that don't get that from their home, and they're desiring for that. Sometimes they'll push back, yes, but they want that.
Okay. So what type of individuals or families would be more suited? Parents who've had kids?
I say any type. We get a lot of variety of parents, first-time parents, parents that already have kids in the home, and just a variety of parents. Like I said, throughout the verification process to become a licensed home, we walk you through the process and what to kind of expect and not expect, and kind of just we try to connect you with other foster parents as well in the community, so you have that support system and kind of get more of a expectation what's going to happen. Is
there a length of stay for these kids, or is it just all over the place? Sometimes
all over the place. I will say that the department, it goes if the case goes up to a year, and then when it hits nearly the year mark, the case could get extended another 6 months. So usually it's between 6 months to 18 months.
Okay. Do you place a lot of foster kids into one home?
It depends on their opening. I will say, when you do become a licensed foster parent, you could be as specific as you want to be, like what gender you want, what background you want, what behaviors you want, and that determines how many and what kind of kid we place into your home.
Okay. How can people find out more about New Horizons and fostering in general?
Well, you could always visit us, newhorizonsinc.com, and then San Angelo Live will put up the little our info as well, and then you could always call us at our office at 325-437-1852.
Okay. Leah, this is generally where I have forgotten something or leave something out. So you've got a camera there, and any message that you want to give, feel free to tell them now.
Yes, I always say, if you even have a little question or a little desire to do it, feel free to call us. We'll walk you through the process. We started a new kind of process called Binti. It's a new, very easy, user-friendly system we're using to verify families as well. And then we do have an office here in San Angelo at the Cactus Hotel. So if you have any questions, just come on by. We're there.
All right, Leah. Thank you for being here, and I hope we can help you out and get some more folks involved in fostering.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go back to you guys.
If you have been injured, call J. Chandler Law. You want an honest partner who will tell it to you straight. A proven advocate right here in town. Together, let's hold them accountable.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the only locally owned live news show in the Concho Valley. We really appreciate your feedback in the comments section and letters to the editor. Thanks again for making San Angelo Live the #1 news source in the Concho Valley. We look forward to bringing you all the news again throughout the 2024 as usual. But as always, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time.